On Fox News, you had this woman, Jeanine Pirro. Crazy thing about Jeanine Pirro is that she's from Westchester County, where I went to public school, and it's like, wow, how things have evolved there. Anyways, so Jeanine Pirro goes on television. She says, as though this is fraud, she says that they found so many babies and 2-year-olds and 4-year-olds who were receiving Social Security.
Just so I can give you a piece of my mind. You know something, if you liberals go on getting your way, we're all going to hear one big loud flush. That's the sound of the USA going down a turn.
We found out that there are people who are between the ages of 1 and 4 are getting Social Security.
I've got a notice for you, Jeanine Pirro. Those babies get Social Security because their parents died. That's not a waste.
Yes, I got a word of advice for you. Women in politics is like oil and gasoline. They don't mix. It's against nature.
Well, Mr. Bunker, you sound like a neo-chauvinist.
Right? An ordinary taxpayer.
That's humanity. That's America.
Now, you better stop running for public office and start running after a husband. Because I want to tell you from where I sit, you got some running to do.
That's the country that we fight for. Those are the promises we make to one another.
I am sick and tired of people like you giving away my hard-earned money to a bunch of families who ain't even related to me. Wish they couldn't be related to me for complexionary reasons, if you know what I mean.
That is what it means to be in a civilized society.
Because you ain't gonna sell me none of your progressive pink or welfare ideas.
So what have you got against welfare?
Everything.
It's not waste. It is the best of us.
By sheer coincidence.
Let me get into the SSI thing here, the Social Security insurance. So Elon Musk and a friend of his, they were out in Wisconsin doing a rally or a town hall, and they were talking about how what they found in Social Security is just horrible. The government was giving away Social Security numbers, and it wasn't haphazard. It was planned. People were coming across the border and they were handing them a Social Security number.
When we saw these numbers, we were like, what is this? In 21, you see 270,000 people, goes all the way to 2.1 million in 24. These are non-citizens that are getting Social Security numbers.
Yeah, this is a mind-blowing chart.
Yeah, this literally blew us away. When you come in the country, if you're illegal, there's a couple ways to come in. You come in through a port of entry, and you can tell them you're afraid, and they'll give you an asylum case. You get an interview, then you get in. That's one way to do it. Another way to do it is to just go to the border. Literally, this happened. I talked to Border Patrol myself. Elon was there too. I went to Laredo, and I went to Bronzeville. Elon went to Eagle Pass. You walk up to the Border Patrol officer, and you tell them you want to come in. They have a couple of choices. They can charge you with a misdemeanor or a felony under 1325, or they can make it an administrative offense, like a parking ticket basically. They were told to do that, make it an administrative offense under last administration. And then you will walk across the border, they do what's called a release your recognizance, and they give you an NTA, notice to appear, which is to appear to judge. The wait times on judges are like average 6 years. Look at Grok and see it on immigration judges. There's only 700 of them. This is 5.5 million people. Okay? So what happens then? Once you're in the country and you got asylum through one of these pathways, and we map the whole thing out, you can apply for a work document. You file a 765, it's the work form. You get this form called the 766, that's the authorization, and then Social Security Administration automatically sends you in the mail your Social Security number. No interview, no ID. This is true. The defaults in the system from Social Security to all of the benefit programs have been set to max inclusion, max pay for these people, and minimum collection. That's what's happening. We found 1.3 million of them already on Medicaid, as an example.
We are paying people who came here illegally. We're giving them Social Security. When our old people can't afford to eat, we're just giving this away to people who are here illegally. That's crazy. Crazy.